Hello students, welcome to AIMS India's live class session. So today from math subject, polynomials topic we are going to discuss. So up to this Saturday we are going to have the demo classes. From next coming Monday onwards we are going to have the regular classes. So for this entire academic year we are going to provide the live classes and recorded classes regarding the maths, physics and chemistry and biology subjects. So please subscribe the channel so that whenever live class is there or recorded class is there, you will get the notification so that you can watch the video. Let's start our topic. So actually, this is for 8th class students. IIT NEET Foundation Basics, polynomials topic. Remaining class students also, if you want, you can listen the topic. No need to worry. So actually, a polynomial looks like the below example. So here, if you observe this expression, here we are calling it as expression because we don't have equality sign there. It's a combination of some numbers and variables with some mathematical operations. So we call it as a mathematical expression. If you observe this mathematical expression, so here you are having some terms. 4x square, it is for one term, 3x or plus 3x, second term, minus 5, third term. You are having some terms combined by mathematical operations like addition, subtraction. So these terms also, they are the combination of numerals, variables and exponents. These terms, they are the combinations of, here 4 is a numeral, x and y, they are the variables to the power of 2. 2 here it's an exponent. The combination of numerals, variables and exponents, they are combined with each other with the help of mathematical operations. So these kind of expressions, we consider them as polynomials. So now this is an example of polynomial having three terms. So the word polynomial comes from two words. So one word is poly. Poly means many. Poly means many, and the other word is nomial. In this case, its meaning is term. So the word polynomial, it came from two words. One is poly, which means many. Other is nomial, which means term. So together, it gives a meaning of many terms. So polynomial is an expression having many terms. So a polynomial can have, just now we have told, in this expression, the expression consists of constants. So a polynomial, it can have constants like 3, minus 20, 1 by 2, means it can have a positive integer, or it can have a negative integer, or it can have a fraction, or it can have a decimal, It consists of constants. It also consists of variables like x and y, and exponents like 2 in y square. In y square, we have an exponent 2. Like that, in polynomials, we can have exponents also. But these exponents, in the place of exponents, only the numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, means whole numbers are allowed. These numbers are allowed. So negative integers, they are not allowed. Whole numbers are, some other numbers also allowed, but negative integers are not allowed. So these constants, variables and exponents, these are all can be combined using operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. But here in the case of division, we should be careful because division, all kinds of divisions are not allowed, because division by a variable in the expression, if there is a variable, if there is a term in which division by variable is there, like 2 by x, then it is not a polynomial. 2 by 1 by 2, like that, terms are allowed. Suppose in this expression I am having 3 terms. Suppose I can write here 4th term plus 1 by 2. Then if I write 4th term plus 1 by 2, here division is allowed. In this term, division is there. It's a polynomial. But if I take 2 by x in the place of 4th term, then it is not a polynomial, because the division by variable is not allowed in the case of polynomials. So regarding division, that we have to keep in mind. So a polynomial means it consists of constants, variable, exponents in the form of terms, and these terms can be combined by addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. But division by variable is not allowed, like 2 by x. Something like 2 by x, it's not allowed. So this is the general definition of a polynomial. So is there any doubt regarding this? Regarding this first slide? Regarding this first slide? So somebody asking which class? Already today morning, yesterday evening only we have shared the classes schedule to the schools. According to that schedule, we are teaching the classes. If you have any doubt, you can call to the school directly. They will tell you. They will tell you regarding the class timings. So today, regarding tomorrow classes also, today evening before 8 p.m. we are going to give the schedule. So please ask your school management regarding the schedule. They will pass you the schedule. Okay. Somebody asking about exponents. Explain about exponent. Exponent is nothing but power. So here y square is there. Here y is considered as base. So here y square means, what does it mean? Y into y. Y into y we have expressed as y square, means number of times. Number of times the base is repeating. The base is repeating how many times, that we can represent it as a power or exponent. Okay. This is the basic definition of a polynomial. Let's go to the next slide. So just now we have told a polynomial, it can have constants, it can have variables, it can also has exponents, contain exponents, but never division by a variable. Never division by a addition, subtraction, multiplication, all are allowed, but division by variable is not allowed. So they can have one or more terms. A polynomial can have one or more terms, but the number of terms should be countable. Number of terms should be countable. Then only it is considered as a polynomial. If we have infinite number of terms, means if you are not able to count the number of terms, so then it is not a polynomial. We should have finite number of terms, means the number of terms in the expression should be countable. Here the word finite means countable. Infinite means we cannot count, countless or more number. So let's see some expressions. Let's identify them, whether they are polynomials or not. So here they have given expression 5xy square minus 3x plus 5y cube minus 3, because here numerals like 5 minus 3 plus 5 minus 3 numerals are there, variables like x and y are there, exponents like in y square 2 is there, in y cube 3 is there. Here on x there is nothing is there, means we have to take it as 1. we can take it as x power 1. Here 3 is there. There we don't have variable, means we can consider as x power 0 we can take, because to any base, if the power is 0, its value is 1. Its value is 1. So here all the 4 terms, how they are combined with the help of subtraction, with the help of addition, again with the help of subtraction. So this is an example of polynomial, because it is following all the rules and regulations of regarding a polynomial. So we can say it as a polynomial. Suppose if we have terms like 3xy to the power of minus 2, already we have told in the place of exponent only 0, 1, 2, 3 such kind of numbers are allowed. Here y power minus 2 is there. If you simplify it, what happens? Y power minus 2, I can write it as 1 by y square. If y power minus 2, which is in the numerator part, if it comes to the denominator part, it will become y square. So this term, in this term, division by variable is happening. Division by variable is happening. But this is not allowed for the polynomials. So 3xy to the power of minus 2 is not a polynomial. And one more example, 2 by x plus 2. Here also division. In the division, variable is there. This is also not a polynomial. This is also not a polynomial. So just by seeing the polynomial, according to basic rules and regulations, we can identify whether it is a polynomial or not. So next. So let's observe some more polynomials like 3x. We are having one variable, one numeral and variable. It's a polynomial. X minus 2, polynomial. Here 6 minus 6y square. In the exponent part, we are having plus 2. So it's a polynomial. 7 by 9. Division is done by numeral, not the variable. So this is also a polynomial. This one, 3xyz. 3xy square z. Here decimal is there. 200y. 0.5. This is also a polynomial. 512b to the power of 5. 99w to the power of 5. This is also a polynomial. 5. 5 means we can write it as 5x power 0. We can write it as 5x power 0. X power 0 value is 1. So that's why we can simply write it as 5. So these kind of polynomials, we call them as constant polynomials. We call them as constant polynomials as they have only constant term in their value. That's why they are called as constant polynomials. So 1, 2, 3, here 6 examples we have taken. All these 6 examples, they belong to polynomials. These are all polynomials. Let's see some more example. 3xy to the power of minus 2. In the exponent part, minus 2 is there. It is not a polynomial. 2 by x plus 2. In the division part, variable is there. It's not a polynomial. 1 by x, division. Variable is there. Variable is there. It's not a polynomial. Root x. Root x means it will have x to the power of 1 by 2, which is a fractional exponent. Fractional exponent. Because fractional exponents also are not allowed. Are not allowed. So that's why this is also not a polynomial. So all these 4 examples, these are not the polynomials. Suppose if we have x by 2, then it is a polynomial because division by numeral is allowed. Division by numeral is allowed. 3x by 8, division by numeral allowed. Root 2, we know the value of root 2, 1.414 and so on. It's a constant term. Root 2 is a constant term. Constant. Though we write it as 2 power 1 by 2. 2 power 1 by 2. Here fractional exponent is there. But the base is not variable. The base is not variable. So entire value will be considered as a constant. So that's why root 2 is a constant polynomial. So just by seeing the expression, by basic definition and rules and regulations of polynomial, we can identify whether it is a polynomial or not. Okay, regarding the second slide, do you have any doubt? Somebody asking what is the meaning of variable. So variable means which is open for any value. So in the place of variable, we can take any value as per our convenience. As per our convenience. So its value is not constant. Its value will vary, changes from time to time. So that's why it is called as a variable. Good question. Next. Still any doubts are there? So if you have any doubt regarding the content, immediately you can post in the live chat so that topic, regarding the topic, you will get a clarity. So constant and exponent. So constant means any number. So any number will be considered as a constant. It may be a natural number, or it may be a whole number like 0. It may be a negative integer like -5, or it may be a root, a square root of 2, like that real algebraic number. These all values are constant, because in any expression, if you place the number 5, its value is 5 only. It won't change from expression to expression. So that's why it is constant. So whereas if you take one example, suppose x plus 1 is greater than 7. X plus 1 is greater than 7. We have one inequality, x plus 1 greater than 7. So now this inequality, in what case it will become true? If you take what value, it will become true? If I take 5 plus 1 greater than 7, wrong. If I take 7 plus 1 which is equal to 8, 7 plus 1 which is equal to 8 greater than 7, it's true. If we take 8 in the place of x, 8 plus 1 greater than 7, it is also true. So in this inequality, the value of x is not constant. The value of x is not constant. In the place of x, we can keep 7, 8, 9, like that. Any number it can take. So its value will be changed. So that's why it is called as a variable. Okay, let's go to next slide. So what is exponent? Already I have told. So types of polynomials. So let's discuss the types of polynomials. If you take the example of a cycle, if it is having single wheel, we call it as monocycle or monobicycle. So monocycle. If you have actually the cycle which is having 2 wheels, it is called as a bicycle. If it is having single wheel, we call it as a monocycle. If it is having 2 wheels, we call it as a bicycle. Here bi stands for 2, mono stands for 1. If it is having 3 wheels, then it is called as a tricycle. So basing on the number of wheels, we can classify the cycles as monocycle, bicycle, tricycle. In the same way, the polynomials also, basing on the number of terms, so they are classified as some types. So here 3xy square. Here we are having a term 3xy square. So here actually we have one constant, x is one variable, y is another variable, 2 is the exponent. Here having 4 different numerical objects. Here we are having 4 different numerical objects, but all of them they are combined with the multiplication, and as exponent 2 is there, so that's why this is considered as a single term. If we keep plus, if we keep addition symbol, then they are considered as separate terms. But if they are multiplied together, then we have to consider them as same term, not as two terms. So here in this we are having only one term. So this is an example of monomial. So the polynomial having one term is considered as a monomial. Next, 5x minus 1. Here 5x is the first term, minus 1 is the second term. 1 is the second term. They are combined by the operator minus or subtraction symbol. So here two terms are there. So that's why it is called as a binomial. So here you can observe three terms: 3x, 5y square, 3 combined by addition symbol and subtraction symbol. So here three terms are there. It is called as a trinomial. Tri stands for 3. Nomial already we have told, because polynomial came from two words. Poly means many, nomial means terms. Here tri means 3, nomial means terms, 3 terms, trinomial. So there also exist quadrinomials, means the expressions having 4 terms, or quintinomials, expressions having 5 terms. But these two names, quadrinomial, quintinomial, these two names are not often used, or not often used commonly. So normally the mathematical expressions consisting 2 or more terms are considered as polynomials. 2 or more terms are considered as polynomials. Means except monomial, even binomial, trinomial also we can call them as polynomials. So binomial, trinomial, quadrinomial, quintinomial, all can be considered as polynomials. Okay. So based on the number of terms, the expressions are classified, or the polynomials are classified into so many types like monomial, binomial, trinomial, quadrinomial, quintinomial. But the number of expressions having 2 or more terms are called as polynomials. In normal usage, they are called as polynomials. So any doubt regarding the third slide? Third slide, okay. Let's proceed to next slide. Somebody asking what is a polynomial? What is a polynomial means? Polynomial is a kind of expression. Polynomial is a kind of expression which is having constants, variables, exponents combined by addition, subtraction, multiplication, and sometimes division, because division by variables is not allowed. Or simply we can tell combination of terms following certain guidelines. We call them as polynomials. Shabana Haseen, I have one doubt, but doubt she has not mentioned. Okay, let's proceed to next slide. So general expression of a polynomial is given by. Okay, otherwise let's see one interactive session regarding this polynomials. So here we have some polynomials. Here. This is the polynomial 2x square plus 2. Here there are some questions. We have to identify the answers for these questions. Number of terms. So 2x square plus 2. How many terms are there? Can you guess? 2x square plus 2. In the expression, how many terms are there? Can you please reply the answer through live chat? 2x square plus 2. The first question is, what are the number of terms? How many number of terms? Sai Tejesh, 2 terms. Kushwant Kumar Reddy, 2 terms. Let's see. Yes. Yes, ma, you are correct. 2 terms is the correct answer because plus 2x square. In the beginning of x, there is no symbol, but we have to take it as 2. So plus 2x square is the first term and plus 2 is the second term. 2 terms are there. So next question is, arrange in descending powers of x. Here x square is there. Here there is no power. If there is no power, already I have told, we can take it as x power 0. Then we have to arrange in terms of descending powers of x. How can we arrange? Descending means x square, here the exponent is more, here x power 0, it is less. So the given order already it is in descending order. If they ask to arrange in ascending order, how we can write? First we will write 2, then we will write plus 2x square. Because for 1 mark question, what they will ask, they will give a polynomial and they will ask you to arrange in descending order or ascending order. Then according to the power, you have to write the answer. So what is the constant term? Can anybody guess? What is the constant term? What is the constant term in the question? What is the constant term? So somebody asking what is the descending power means? Here x square is there. We know descending order. Descending order means highest to lowest. Here x square is there. For 2, there is nothing. We can take it as x power 0. So x square is the first power. X power 0 will be the second power. So how many constant term? What is the constant term here? 2. Because in 2 there is no power. So there is no variable. So that's why 2 is considered as a constant term. So here, coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x here? Because there is no x term. In the given expression, there is no x term. If they ask what is the coefficient of x, so coefficient means the numeral before x. The numeral before x. In the expression, there is no x term. So that's why coefficient of x is 0. If they ask coefficient of x square, before x square, we have a numeral 2. So that's why coefficient of x square is 2. So last question. What is the degree of polynomial? Degree of polynomial means here the exponent is 2. Here there is no exponent, means 0. The highest exponent is called degree. So here highest exponent is 2. So the degree of polynomial is 2. So this is one example. Let's see other example. Now you have to give the answers. Let's see. Okay, let's take this example. Having more terms. So see the polynomial carefully. Minus 10 plus 2x minus 5x square plus 5x cube minus 10x to the power of 4. Now the first question is number of terms. How many number of terms are there? Come on, guess the answer. How many number of terms? How many number of terms? Come on, guess the answer. How many number of terms? Kushwant Kumar Reddy 5, Yadagiri 5, Shivakumar is telling 5, Sai Tejesh 5. Very good, ma. We have how many number of terms? 5. Very good. Keep it up. Actually minus 10 is the first term, plus 2x minus 5x square plus 5x cube minus 10x to the power of 4. 5 terms. If they ask to arrange in descending powers of x, here for first term, what is the power? There is nothing. So we have to assume that the power is 0. Here x is there. In the exponent place there is nothing. We have to take it as 1. If there is no variable, we have to take the power as 0. If there is variable, we have to take the power and exponent as 1. Here 2, 3, 4. What is the descending order? First exponent 4 will come. That term will come. Next exponent 3 will come. Next 2 will come. Next x means we have to take 1 there. Next there is no variable, means 0. This is the ascending order. This is the ascending order of arranging polynomial. Sorry, this is the descending order of arranging polynomials in powers of x. So next ascending order. First power 0 will come. Next power 1 will come. 2, 3, 4. Because ascending means from lowest power to highest power. What is the constant term? Come on, guess the answer. What is the constant term? What is the constant term? Is it plus 10 or minus 10 or only 10? What is the constant term? So I am waiting for the answers. What is the constant term? Somebody telling minus 10. Somebody telling Purnima Katari, she is telling x. So x is variable. X is not at all constant. X is a variable. Means in the place of x, we can keep any value. So somebody telling plus 10. Constant term. So whenever we are telling constant term, including the sign, we have to tell. So if you write answer in IIT exams, if you have options minus 10 and plus 10, so compulsorily you have to choose minus 10. So constant term means along with the symbol, we have to give the answer. So in this expression, minus 10 is the constant term. So now let's see the coefficient. So coefficient means already I have told. Coefficient means the numerical part. The numerical part before the variable. The numerical part before the variable. Here they are asking coefficient of x. Come on, guess the answer. What is coefficient of x? What is coefficient of x? Here you have two terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms are there. But x is present in this term plus 2x. Only we have x here. For this, what is the coefficient? Always better to mention the symbol. So coefficient 2. Okay. Coefficient is 2. Now what is coefficient of x square? Minus 5. Coefficient of x square is minus 5. So that's why better to take the symbol also. While mentioning constant terms, while mentioning coefficients, you have to tell the answer with the symbol. You have to tell the answer with the symbol. Now come on, guess. What is the coefficient of x cube? What is the coefficient of x cube? I am waiting for the answer. What is the coefficient of x cube? With the symbol, please post the answer with the symbol. With the symbol. Please post the answer with the symbol. Plus 5. Plus 5 or 5 we can mention. Like that. Coefficient of x power 4. Coefficient of x power 4 minus 10. Coefficient of x power 4 is minus 10. So what is the degree of polynomial? Here power is 0. Here power is 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the highest power? Highest power is 4. So the degree of polynomial. So degree of polynomial means polynomial is 4. So whenever one expression is given, according to that expression, you can tell number of terms. You can arrange the expression in ascending powers of x or descending powers of x. You can tell the constant term, you can tell the coefficients, and you can tell the degree of polynomial. you should be aware of all these things regarding a polynomial. So then only you can attempt the questions correctly. You can attempt the questions correctly. Okay, let's proceed to next slide. Okay, let's proceed to next slide. So already we have told. So polynomial means two or more. Two or more. Two or more terms out there, that expression is considered as a polynomial. So this is the general expression of a polynomial. Suppose on the left hand side we have p of x. So p of x here, it is the name of the polynomial. Means we have defined a polynomial p in terms of variable x. So we have a polynomial p. The name of the polynomial is p, which is defined in terms of variable x. So we call it as p of x. P of x, such that these are the terms. Already I have told, with the multiplication symbol, they are combined means, so that is considered as a single term. Here we are having the first term. This is the second term. This is the third term, fourth term, and so on. This is the last term. So this is the general expression of a polynomial. General expression of a polynomial having many terms. Having many terms. So here we have, before the, here x is the variable. In x power n, x is the variable and n is the exponent. Before x power n, we have one one symbol here, an. We have denoted this as an. So this is considered as coefficient. Coefficient before the variable. So this an is not the variable. So it is the coefficient. So in the place of an, numerals will exist. We can take any numeral. We can take any numeral. Like this, here an, here x is the variable. We have before x an minus 1. It is a coefficient. An minus 2 coefficient. An minus 3. An minus 4 up to a0. These are all the coefficients for the respective variables, for respective terms. And this n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, here 0 is there. 0 is there means n minus n. We can write it as n minus n, because the exponent is starting from n. The exponent is starting from n. 1 decreased means it became n minus 1. Next n minus 2, n minus 3. So one value decreased continuously. Ultimately n will be decreased from that. So 0, n minus 1 is 0. So that is exponents. So these are all considered as exponents. Here in the case of coefficients also, here n is there, started with n. Here n minus 1, n minus 2, first coefficient, second coefficient, third coefficient, fourth coefficient, up to nth coefficient. Like that. So the largest exponent, because the exponents are in decreasing order, because n minus 1, n minus 2, from largest number we are decreasing one by one value we are decreasing. So n is considered as the largest exponent of this polynomial, So we can write polynomial here, of this polynomial. So n is considered as degree of the polynomial, because it is the largest exponent. We call it as degree of the polynomial. For which polynomial? The polynomial name is here p of x. Instead of telling this much, instead of telling with this bigger name, we keep a shortcut for it, which is nothing but p of x. So for a polynomial p of x, the degree is n. So in the questions also, you will be asked, what is the degree of the polynomial p of x? So based on the given polynomial, you have to give the answer. Don't tell, because here p of x is there, somebody might get confused. Here p of x is there, x is having power 1, so degree is 1. Like that, you should not tell, because this is the name of the polynomial, which is defined in terms of variable x. This is not the polynomial. This is the original polynomial. This is the name of the polynomial. Okay. So p of x is called, so as the degree is n, we call it as nth degree polynomial. Because for if it is one term, we call it as monomial, two terms trinomial, three terms, two terms binomial, three terms trinomial. Based on number of terms, we have defined the polynomials. Like that, based on degree also we can define the polynomials. As the degree is, highest degree is 1, we call it as nth degree polynomial. If the highest degree is 1, we call it as first degree polynomial. If it is 2, second degree polynomial. 3, third degree polynomial. Like that. So this is the standard form of a polynomial in the descending powers of x. So this is very, very important. Descending powers of x. So the term an x power n, this is the leading term. This is the basic term. From here, all the other terms are formed. So that's why the beginning, the first term, it is called as leading term. The first term, it is called as leading term. So each term is considered as a power function of its own. So here a power function is a function with a single term that is a product of real number, coefficient, variable raised to fixed real number. Means here, if you take an x power n, this single term is called as a power function. This single term is called as a power function. So power function means it's a product of coefficient, variable, the variable again raised to a power, which is a real number. This kind of products are called as power functions. Here in the given polynomial, first term is a power function, second term is a power function, third term is a power function. Like that, every term following these rules is a power function. So degree of polynomial. So normally degree means in mathematics for measuring angles. For measuring angles, we use the word degree or we use the symbol degree symbol. But here in algebra or in polynomials, degree means order of the polynomial, order of the expression. Already we have told highest power is called, highest exponent is called degree. Highest exponent of the polynomial is called degree of the polynomial. Suppose if we have terms like this, 7x square y cube. Here in single term only we have two variables. In the single term only we have two variables like x square y cube. At that time, what we have to do means we have to take sum of the exponents. In this condition, sum of the exponents of the variables that appear in the term is considered as degree. So the degree of this expression is 2 plus 3, means that is 5. So because in this first term, we have both x and y. But whereas in second term, we don't have y. Means we can elaborate it as 4x power 1, y power 0. Here in third term, it's a constant term actually. There is no variable. So we can write it as 0, 0. The power of the degree of first term is 2 plus 3, 5. Here 1 plus 0, 1. Here 0 plus 0, 0. The highest sum is 5. So 5 is considered as the degree of the given polynomial. Okay. So, do you have any doubt regarding this degree of polynomial or this term, general expression of polynomial? This Shabana Haseen, please don't keep unnecessary messages. Okay. So, like this, regard this polynomial topic, we are going to continue in our next class. So, we have a website called www.aimstoday.in. So, regarding that, whatever live classes are there, from past 2 days, actually, we are giving the live classes. This all live classes under live classes menu. Their recording sessions we have uploaded. You can go through the recorded videos. If you are missing any class, you can go through our website. And one more thing, we have a Android app available in Play Store with the name Aims Today. With this symbol, you will get the Android app. You can install the app. In the app also, already related to Olympiad topics, so many other videos and quizzes are there. Even live class also recorded videos are there. You can go through the app so that you can go through the missing classes. Okay, students. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving the latest updates. Thank you.